A very good morning to Inche Sharol and my fellow friends. Today we are here to present PBT1 demo. So me as Reenashri here and my other two members are Rubini and Shashmita. So here we already create all the commands in Notepad and just paste it in terminal to see the output. So for the first thing we have to give config T for JTMK1. So as you all can see here, the question asks us to create two AS which is autonomous, which is 64001 and 64002. We need to put router BGP first, then only continue with G4001 and 64002. It's enable a BGP routing process and place the router in router configuration mode. Next is neighbor is 11.0.1.2 remote AS 64002 to specify a BGP neighbor. The AS number is the neighbor's AS number. Next is network 10.0.1.0 mask 255.255.255.252. That means advertise a network address to an eBGP neighbor as being originated by this AS. The network mask is the subnet mask of the network. So here you all can see we have given the same command for JTMK-2. So that's all from me. I'll pass it to Shashmita. Thank you.
Okay, next I'm gonna configure GRE tunneling. So first, we're gonna config tunnel command for JMSK. So first we're gonna use the config t command, and we are gonna copy paste it in the terminal. Okay. So as you all can see, there's actually 5 steps to configure a GRE tunnel. First is to create a tunnel interface using the interface tunnel number command. So here we have used the interface tunnel 1. Next is we are going to specify the tunnel source IP address. So next is the IP address 200.20.21.1 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.252. And then next you're going to specify the tunnel source IP address, which is tunnel source series 0/1. And after that, we're going to specify the tunnel destination IP address, where we use the destination is 12.0.1.2. And next, we're going to specify the GRE tunnel mode as the tunnel interface mode, where the command we use is tunnel mode GRE IP. And lastly, we're going to put no shutdown command so that the interface be up. Okay, next you're gonna do the same command for JPA as well. Okay, you're gonna give the config tick command and then copy paste it. As well can see we use the same interface tunnel here, which is 1, and the IP address B200.20.21.2 and the subnet must be remain the same. And next the tunnel source is series 0/1. The tunnel destination will be is 10.0.1.2. And lastly we give the tunnel mode GRE IP and also the no shutdown command so that the tunnel will be up. Okay, next you're gonna configure the static route for JMSK and JPA. So first you'll be doing the JMSK where we use the IP route 0.0.0.0, 0.0.0.0 and 10.0.1.1. Okay, next we're doing for JPA. Okay, we are doing this so that the both of the devices we have communication between it. Okay, as you all can see here, we use 12.0.1.1. Okay, next I will pass it to Rubini. Thank you.
Thank you, Shashmita. Now, I want to explain about configure PPP authentication pair for all router. So first we configure in JMSK. Okay. First I give username JTMK1 secret class. I give this command because of I create communication between JMSK to JTMK1, and then I give interface as 0/1. After that I give encapsulation PPP, and then PPP authentication PAP. For this we choose PAP. PAP means password authentication protocol. And finally I give PPP PAP send username JMSK password Cisco. This is because the send username is JMSK and the password is Cisco. Okay, next. Okay, next I give. Okay. Next, I give command for JTMK1, same as the JMSK, but the username will be different, JMSK and secret class, because now the JTMK1 want to communicate with JMSK. After that, I give interface S0/1, encapsulation PPP, PPP authentication PEP, and then PPP PEP send username JTMK1 password class. Okay, for this username become JTMK and the password is class. After that, I give JTMK2 secret Cisco in the I config this command also in JTMK1. But finally, I give PPP pep send username JTMK1 password class, because now we create communication between JTMK2 to JTMK1. Okay, now I want to configure in JTMK2. So first I give username JTMK1 secret class. This because now I give now it's communicate between JTMK2 to JTMK1. After that, finally I give PPP pep send username JTMK and password Cisco. In JTMK2 also I give username JPA secret class. This is because now I give this command to communicate JTMK2 to JPA. Okay, lastly I give this command in JPA. I give username JTMK2 secret class. Now we want to communicate between JPA and JTMK2. And then the last PPP pep user send username JPA and password class. Okay, after I give that command, all the interface turn to up. BGP also turn to up. Okay, after that I give IP route 10.30.101.0 and then subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and 200.20.21.1. Okay, this IP address is our internal IP address. We give this IP route because we create communication between JPA to JMSK internal communication. If we never give the command mean, we cannot ping to each other. Same command that I give in JMSK, but the IP address are different. Okay, that's all from me. Next, I'll pass it to Rina. Thank you, Ruby. So I'll do this ping. We have tried to ping JPA to JMSK and JMSK to JPA. So from JPA to JMSK, it was successful. So we are trying from JMSK to JPA. It was also successful. And we are trying from PCJPA to JMSK and JMSK to JPA. So as you all can see, we're getting the reply. So it means the ping was successful. Now we are trying in PCJMSK to PCJPA. This one also same, the ping was successful also. And we have done successfully this PBT1. Now we are doing PBT2 demo. So before we config PPPoE for C, client 1 and client 2, we have config all the IP address and the interfaces also. So as you all can see in client 1, we have put interface fast internet 0. So we had config PPPoE enable, then no shutdown command to up the interface. To create the PPP tunnel or dialer in interface, we need to use int dialer, which is int dialer 2. Dialer pool 1 means the dialer interface is linked to the internet interface with the dialer pool and PPPoE client interface configuration. The PPP chap has been configured. We have given the host name as client 1 and the password is Cisco PPPoE. And we have given the command exit command also to exit from config if. So that's all from me. I'll pass it to Shashmita.
Okay, next we will configure PPOE for client 2. Okay, so the interface that we have used is interface F0/0. Then next, the command that we have used is PPPoE enable, and also a no shutdown command, so the interface be up. And then next, we have used the interface dialer 2. And next, IP add negotiate. And once we are done with that, we'll go with the encapsulation PPP. Okay, once we are done with that, we will use the dialer pool 1 command. So this dialer pool 1 is interface is linked to the interface L0/0 with this command, and also the PPPoE client interface configuration command. Next, we will go with the PPP authentication chat calling. Once we're done with that, we'll go with the PPP chat hosting client. So since we are doing in client 2, we'll put the hosting as client 2. And next is PPP chat password Cisco PPPoE. So the password I've given here is Cisco PPPoE. Okay, as we can see, it's already up. Okay, and then we exit. Okay, next we are going to do the monitoring, which is also known as SNMP for client 1 and client 2. Okay, first we do in client 1. Here we will use the SNMP dash server community public row WR command. Okay, as you can see, it's already built-in configuration. Okay, so we have done the same command for client 2 as well. So that is all from me. Next, I pass it to Rubini. Thank you.
Thank you, Shashmita. Now I want to continue the monitoring part also. Okay. First, in client 1, I give interface pass Ethernet 0/0. After I enter to the interface, I configure the community user and access level by using SNMP-server community user row command. After that, I configure on ACL to permit access to the management network. For that, I give IP access list stand protect-nms. That protect-nms is our ACL name, and then I give permit IP address as 192.168.10.100, and then I exit. After that, I give SNMP server community user protect-nms. Okay, the same command I give in client 2 also. Okay, after we finish all the configuration, now we try to ping client 2 to client 1. So it successfully can ping. Okay, now we want to try client 1 ping to client 2. Okay, it also successfully did. Okay, now we want to ping PC1 to client 1 and client 2. Okay, client 1 ping successfully. Okay, client 2 also can ping successfully. Okay, actually we also try to monitor from PRTG, but it's not supporting. That's all from us. Thank you.